If you haven't heard already, Sixers superstar Joel Embiid will be out. By the way, Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me and have a one. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful day. God bless to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate you vibing with your boy. We will be going live for mini Sixer games. We're going to be covering a little bit of Flyers and we're going to be covering the Phillies, a little bit of baseball, and we're also going to be doing some boxing as well. But primarily we will be covering the Sixers. Shout out to DFJ Hoops. Shout out to you, bro. Yo, man. Um, Joel Embiid. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He's not playing against the Wizards tonight, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, Joel Embiid is one of my favorite players of all time, right? Joel Embiid is one of my favorite players of all time, and it's honestly sad where we're at right now when it comes to Joel Embiid and his extension. Did his extension kick in yet? I don't even know if it did, but the point is he still got a few more years on his contract, and he's getting paid big money, and we'll have him on a minute restriction, and he can. This is not even back to back games, and he can't play this game. It's crazy work, to be honest with you. Is it back to back? No, it's not back to back. I don't think it's back to back. But it's sad, man, because the only way I see this team winning a championship is if they have a healthy Joel Embiid. No matter how many minutes Tyrese Maxey plays, he can play the whole entire game. He can literally score 45 points a game. We're still not winning because there's so many holes on this team. Even though Tyrese Maxey's unbelievable when it comes to scoring and he's a underrated facilitator, he can pass the ball and he does a lot of good things. One of the best driving to the rim. Nobody can really stop him. Handle in the, like his handle is amazing. His body control in the air, getting layups, and it's amazing. I love his floater. He has a lot to his game. I love Tyrese Maxey, and I'm not gonna say he's the best, one of the best guards that can defend, but he's not a bad defender. And I like Tyrese Maxey. He plays both sides. He tries to play defense as best as he can, and I love it. That's what I love about him. He's not just I'm gonna put up 40 points or 30 points a game. He plays on both ends, and that's where I love. I love players that play both ends. But even though Tyrese Maxey's doing all these great things, it sucks because you're not doing anything without a healthy Joel Embiid. You're not. The unfortunate truth, and I'm just being honest, Sixer fan, shout out to Corey. I'm gonna get to your comments shortly. The unfortunate truth is with this roster that we have, I don't. I think them Sixers made a big mistake giving Joel Embiid that contract. No, matter of fact, they did make a big mistake giving Joel Embiid that big contract extension. And this is coming from someone that loves Joel Embiid as a player. And I'm gonna get to your comments shortly, bro. He's one of the greatest players in Sixer history, one of the greatest centers in NBA history. Um, I know he has 10,000 plus points in his career. I know he won MVP, a two-time scoring champion. The MVP season he could have probably won Defensive Player of the Year as well. But I'm just saying, the man was he was very good in his prime. The problem is these injuries. This man can't stay healthy. And I don't know what they can do. The only thing you can do is literally save him for until the playoffs. Play him one or two games during the regular season and skip all regular season. If you can get to the playoffs or the play-in tournament, then play him. But that's where we're at right now. Joel Embiid can't stay healthy. Also, Kelly Oubre Jr. is not playing. Trendon Watford's not playing. They're all sidelined. And they're also saying Andre Drummond or Paul George for this contest, as both players are listed as questionable. So they might not play. And then they're saying Tuesday afternoon, the Sixers added another name to the injury report, Quentin Grimes. Grimes is listed questionable against the Wizards due to right calf soreness. Wow. Everybody's hurt, man. Shout out to Samuel. He said, what's good? I like the Rockets and the Sixers. You need to trade Embiid to who knows, maybe the Brooklyn Nets, maybe the Jazz or the Orlando Magic. I don't know, man. I really don't know what they're going to do. Embiid is a fake MVP. I mean, you could say that, bro. Respectfully, I'm going to say we're going to have to agree to disagree. He was amazing that season. because it wasn't just offense that he was bringing. He was bringing elite defense. Look up the numbers defensively. Um, I know the comparison is always Jokic. I know that's You're probably one of the dudes that is like, oh, Jokic. He won that MVP, and that's cool to say. Jokic is still one of the greatest. He's one of the greatest players of all time. That year he had an MVP caliber season. I just think Joel Embiid overtake overtook him because of the defense side. Offensively, Jokic could pretty much bring the same amount, almost like Joel Embiid. But nah, come on, man, come on. But this is sad. As a Sixer fan, this is sad. Um, it's sad. It's sad that us Sixer fans, this is what we're gonna have to deal with for the next. Let me look at his contract real quick. All right, so Joel Embiid, he signed a 5-year, $299.55 million contract with the 76ers, which includes a 3-year, $192.9 million extension he signed in 2024. Gosh, Lee. How can you sign him to a 3-year extension knowing this man can't stay healthy? Can somebody make it make sense to me? Why would you sign Joel Embiid to a 3-year, $192.9 million extension? And listen, I'm a Joel Embiid guy. I'm not trying to hate on Joel Embiid for people that think I am. I'm not. I'm just being honest. How do you give him the contract when the man can't stay healthy? He said the new deal extends his commitment through 2028-29 season with a player option in the final year. Total contract 5 years, total value $299.55 million. It is crazy work, man. Sixers they're just a terrible organization. They're just a terrible organization. It's a terrible, terrible organization. Um, but yeah, Embiid always hurt. Sadly, that's a fact. That's a fact. PG contract is even worse. You know what? It's debatable, bro. They neck and neck. I don't know what's worse, bro. They both can't stay healthy, and it sucks because you gave all this money. Why can't I be the GM of the Sixers? I mean, I know I don't got the connections like Daryl. That's probably why they need to call me up because I would have been like, yo, I love Joel. He can't stay healthy. At the most, I'm giving him is a year on his contract, and we'll go year to year. I'm not giving him no 3-year contract extension. That's not happening with me. And I would have tried to make up instead of listen. The Paul George thing was a mistake. What I would try to do, I would try to trade Paul George, package a deal, and try to get Laurie Marketing. I'm trying my hardest to get Laurie Marketing. That's the guy that the Sixers need because he not only he rebounds, he plays good defense. He can shoot the three. He's one of the best power forwards in the game. And listen, go get him. That's what we need. That's what we need. Forget all the other stuff. Listen, that's a true power forward right there. And I feel like the Sixers should have went after him. I don't know what they would have to do to get him. We probably wouldn't have VJ Edgecombe because we would have gave up that first round pick, which I'm fine with that. I want to win a championship. Forget these first round picks, even though I do love VJ. I'm not saying I don't like VJ, but it is like, dang, bro. It does suck. It does suck. Was he has bad knees. Yeah, Embiid does have bad knees. Embiid Embiid does have bad knees. Um, you guys need Ben back. We need Ben. Why would you say that? Who was the last GM? Oh, what's his name? What the freak is his name? I forgot. He got busted because he had some burner accounts. I forgot Bull's name. But honestly, bro, all these GMs messed this team up, bro. The only GM I will give Daryl Morey some credit though. Besides the extension to Joel Embiid and signing Paul George, I think he's been decent as a GM. I think he's been decent. And then of course the James Harden. I think James Harden he was good in Philly. But the rumors were true. We could have got Tyrese Halliburton for Ben Simmons. That would have been the better pick. But it is what it is. Hindsight 2020, whatever. I would have went the Tyrese Halliburton route, but I feel like in the draft he's been terrific. Jarrett McCain's I think was a good pick. Of course, Tyrese Maxey's is an amazing pick, and VJ Edgecombe I think is a good pick as well. But I will say, um, the extension to Joel Embiid was the biggest mistake, man. Like that money could have went to. We could have. I don't know. We could have gave somebody else that money that can play. Sam Hinkie. But what was the other guy though, bro? Sam Hinkie. What was the other dude? Not Sam Hinkie. It was the other guy. I'm talking about after Sam Hinkie, they had the one bull, Colangelo or whatever his name is. DFJ, you know who I'm talking about, bro. He had the burner accounts. And shout out to Dylan Dotson. He had the burner accounts, remember? And he was talking trash on Joel Embiid. I know you remember, bro. Grab Ben, the rookie. No, we don't want Ben. We don't want Ben. Who young guys are being dragged down by these vets who are past their primes? Get rid of these vets and this team becomes electric. The only issue, Jerry Colangelo, yes. He was the one that was having those stupid burner accounts and all that bull crap, man. Like, listen, all of our GMs, like, they suck, bro. And even Sam Hinkie, I'm sorry, bro. Listen, getting a whole bunch of first round picks, I get the point. But to put the Sixers through all that, and we still don't got no championship. We drafted who we draft? We drafted Mikal. Oh my God, do I have to even say it? Do I even have to bring it up? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it for this live stream. I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not bringing up Ben Simmons. I'm not bringing up Markelle Fultz. I'm not going to talk about it. We could have had Jason Tatum. We could have had Jaylen Brown. And these dudes drafted, and then they traded with the Celtics and gave up a future first-round pick, and they drafted Jason Tatum and had a future first-round pick, which I don't even know what that pick was, but who it was. But I'm just saying, bro, we made a lot of mistakes, bro. This is the worst ran organization in sports history, and I say that respectfully because I'm a Sixer fan. This has to be the worst ran organization ever. Worse than even my Vikings. I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania. Hey, listen, even worse than them. This franchise, the GMs suck. Daryl Morey made some good moves, though. I gotta be because Sam Hinkie, who did he draft, bro? Sam Hinkie ain't draft nobody. We just got a whole bunch of first round picks. And those first round picks were who? So it didn't amount to anything. And we still losing, and we're still hurt. And we're still in the same situation we was when we were tanking. Literally, we haven't won anything. We haven't got out the first round in the playoffs. And I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest here. It is what it is. I don't know why these clowns keep saying we should go get Benny the bus. Nah, I don't know why, man. Like Ben Simmons is long gone. We moving on from Ben Simmons. We don't want no Ben Simmons, man. Ben Simmons made a mistake. He wanted to leave. He regrets it. I'm cool on Ben Simmons. I don't even want to talk about Ben Simmons. I got bigger problems than Ben Simmons, and I don't want more problems if we bring him to Philly. We already have big problems. We got Joel Embiid. He can't stay healthy, and it sucks because he's such a great player when he is, but he's not. I don't see him being healthy again. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see him being healthy. He had surgery in the offseason. He's on a minute restriction. He can't play back-to-backs. And then it just sucks, man. It's a sucky situation. He got this big contract. Then you got Paul George with this big behind contract. All this money that you giving to them two players, you could have spread that money out and got somebody who got more. They might not be the bigger name, but I guarantee you they'll bring more production on that basketball court because you don't see no production from Joel Embiid. You don't see no production from Paul George because they ain't never playing. Availability is very important, y'all. And listen, Daryl Morey wanted to get a big name in Paul George. He wanted to get a big name. It just sucks, man. This is some bull crap. And then when you hear, oh, Joel Embiid's out again, it's like, dang, bro, you might as well just retire, bro. Like, I'm really starting to feel like, but you're not going to retire because you want the money, which I understand. You signed the contract extension. You're still trying to come back. But my gosh, it's almost like, it's like I don't want to say scripted or it's April Fool's. Oh, we just was joking. He's really not hurt. We waiting until the middle of the season. But I don't believe that. I think this man really hurt. I think this man really can't play. This man is it just sucks, man. We in a bad situation. Shout out to Samuel. Samuel. He won the dunk contest, yeah. And B played one game and now will be out from bro. That's what I'm saying. Framed. See, you're laughing. You're laughing, but this is crazy work. This man just got back. This man just got back. And we talking about him being out again. Like, my goodness. Right knee management. It's like, dang, bro. Like, you got, I don't know what to say anymore. Put a brace on your knee. Do something, bro. But you got to play more. You're not playing back to backs. You're on a minute restriction. I mean, what more do we have to do? What more does the organization have to do? But at the same time, it's like, you got no choice but to do this because you gave him the bag. You gave him a bag. You gave him bags. NBA script. Bro, it's crazy. If Sixers lose to the Wizards, they better start tanking now because their pick is top 3 protect. It's bullcrap, bro. I don't even want another pick, bro. I want to just trade. I want to start with Paul George. I'm sorry. I know people is hype about Paul George coming back. I'm not hype about Paul George. I'm not the biggest Paul George supporter. I'm a Jimmy Butler guy. I would have went the Jimmy Butler route. I would have paid Jimmy Butler the same amount of money we gave Paul George. I would have gave that to Jimmy Butler in a heartbeat. I don't care. I know they both injury prone, kind of, sort of, but I know Jimmy Butler has a more it factor, and I trust Jimmy Butler in the playoffs more than I trust Paul George in the playoffs. And I say that respectfully because I know Paul George was a dog when he's with the Pacers. I know he has some good moments with the Thunder, but that ain't the same Paul George we have right now. This man, as soon as he's got that bag inside that contract, this man, he's been hurt ever since. Ever since we signed him to that 4-year max deal, he's been hurt ever since, bro. This is some bullcrap. As a Sixer fan, we should all be frustrated. We should all want better than this. This is some bullcrap. Told you they needed to wait till he's 100%. Yeah, man, I don't know what they doing, bro. Now you know you're Paul George. Once you lose him, you better team. The problem is this, Corey. They have a big bag. They're not going anywhere. They got their extension, bro. We got a couple more years of them, bro. He will play 2 games, then wouldn't be around for exact. So for every all right, so I wanna ask y'all this question. For every 1 game, right? For every 1 game that he plays, I'm talking about Joel Embiid, how many games is he gonna miss? So is it 1 game, he misses 30? Or is it 2 games he misses 40? If he misses 1 game, is it 40 games missed? Like, what do y'all think? What's y'all opinion? He said, "What's this dude on about?" Man, I'm talking about the Sixers, bro. I'm talking about the Sixers. Stop now. What did he say? Mark my words, Nurse is playing with fire. He playing Maxi 40 plus minutes. He will be injured. Listen, yes, that's another thing. He's playing Tyrese Maxey. I don't know, man. Too many dang on this. Like you said, 40 plus minutes a game. What's his name do, bro? I know you timed him out. It's cool to time him out, mods. I just want to kind of see what's going on though sometimes, but it's all good. It's good. You timed him out. He said something inappropriate. By all means, time him out. Time him out. But yeah, I don't know, man. You said, mark my words, Nurse is playing with her. Yeah, I think Nurse, after this season, he better get fired. I'm tired of this. You are my brother. I don't want to hear nobody talking about the Vikings because you are my brother. And respectfully, that it can hurt me respectfully because you are my brother. Yeah, man. I'm not going to bring up the Vikings no more. But talking about the Sixers right now, this is the worst ran organization in sports history. You go through the process to put the Sixers through the losing seasons the way they did. I don't know how many losing seasons it was for us to still be in the situation we're in right now. It was all a failure. The process days was 100% failure. It was debatably, not even debatably, We should get our monies back. We should get all of our money back. All the games that every fan went to during the process days and even after, they need to get their money back. That's how bad this organization is ran. And all these first round picks that we got didn't amount to anything. Because did it amount to a championship? No. Did it amount to anything? Eastern Conference Finals? No. Did it amount to anything good? No. The Sixers are the worst ran organization in the history of sports, and I'm going to keep saying it until I'm proven otherwise. If they can prove me wrong, okay. But right now, I think that, listen, I think I'm right about now. Right about now, I think I'm right. You gave Joel Embiid a 3-year contract extension. The worst thing you could have done. You signed Paul George, Podcast P, to a 4-year, $211 million deal. When the Clippers said no, we're not giving you that fourth year, we'll give you a 3-year. The Sixers were like, hey, Paul George, we'll give you the extra year. Come to Philly. And what has he done? Listen, I ain't counting nobody's money. The point that I'm making is we could have gave that money to someone else that could actually play. And I'm trying to win a championship. We ain't win since 1983. And every Sixer fan should feel some type of way. If you're a Sixer fan, you should feel some type of way. Even as just an NBA fan in general. Because it's like, dog, they not even playing. Joel Embiid plays one game and he's out for like a whole 10 to 20 games. It's like, what the heck are we doing? Paul George plays a game and he looks decent. I ain't going to say in cap. He be looking decent. He has his moments. But, bro, where's the consistency, bro? Where's the consistency, bro? I miss Kelly Oubre Jr. I don't know when he's coming back. I don't know. You putting all this on Tyrese Maxey. And what makes this worse is I hope the injury bug isn't rubbing off on the young talent like VJ Edgecombe. VJ Edgecombe's another player. He's hurt. Like, what's going on? We just drafted him. Look, Philadelphia 76ers have a chance. I'm not a hater, but Maxey has become that guy with a... Yes, he's been amazing, but he can't do it by himself. Oh, man, George, why did you have to remind me? George, why did you have to put that in the comments, bro? George, why'd you have to put that in the comments, bro? Come on, bruh. He said Okafor. Jahlil Okafor at a Duke. Oh, my gosh. Ben Simmons, Fultz, Noel. And I remember the trade. We traded Drew Holiday. I got his autograph on my wall right here. Drew Holiday. Y'all remember Drew Holiday started his career with the Sixers, y'all. He started his career with the Sixers. That's Drew Holiday. Duncan in a Sixer uniform, baby. We had Drew Holiday. We gave up on Drew Holiday, y'all. This is embarrassing. Mike, you were 100% right about the organization is just not the best. The Sixers purposely lost for like 3 years. I swear the owner did that on purpose to bet against us every game and get rich. Bro, they went against, listen, we lost all them years, bro, and we still losing. That's the last time the Sixers been an actual title like threat was the year when we had Jimmy Butler. That was the last time. And what did we do with that? We let Jimmy Butler walk away. We wanted to keep Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons. Of course, Ben Simmons, but Tobias Harris over me. We wanted to keep Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. And I say that respectfully because Tobias Harris is not a bad player. I'm just saying. But Jimmy Butler compared to Tobias Harris, listen, bro, there's levels to the game. Like Meek Mill says, there's levels to the game, young bull. There's levels to the game, young bull. He said, I remember that championship. Yeah, how do you call owners make these type? Hey, TY, call the owners up and tell them why they gave Joel Embiid a 3-year extension. Call the owners up and ask the owners, the GM, why did you accept? Because the owners got to sign off on it, right? Why did you accept giving PG a 4-year a max contract when the Clippers said we're only giving you a 3? Now, if it was a 3-year contract, I'll be better. I'll feel a little bit better about it. But you gave him an extra year, man. An extra year, and he hasn't even played that many games as a Sixer. It's been a disaster. He doesn't even look like he cares, bro. He got his bag. It doesn't even look like he cares to play for us, bro. He don't seem like he cares. Just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. But like the only players that's showing their heart every game is Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre when he was healthy, VJ Edgecombe, I think, Quentin Grimes, Andre Drummond, Adem Bona. Everybody, but the other stars, they not playing, bro. He said, "Oh, you from Israel? Oh, shout out to you, Hooking the Bear." All right, but listen, everybody in the building, hit that like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for some Sixer games this season. I'm trying to see if I'm going live for this game, play by play. I don't know, man. I don't even know. I haven't been feeling the energy going live. I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like, I love basketball. Basketball, honestly, is my favorite sport. But this team, I really don't got the same energy I had last year, bro, and the years prior. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Like, this year is like I don't want to say it's exhausting, but like when you hear about what's happening, this team is just, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling this team. Like, real talk. This team, they built the win, but they always hurt. And they made some bad decisions. It sucks. What do you think about Danny Avita? I don't know. What's up with Bull? Tell me about him. Don't tell me that's Benny the bus on the wall. No, yeah, it is. It is, bro. It is. All right, look. Let me do this real quick, y'all. Hold on, y'all. All right, that's Drew Holiday, right? And I don't even know who this guy is, but this is an autograph right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here, right? Can y'all see the autograph? It's right there, right? And then as you go up on the wall, right? This is Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris. That's Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Ben Simmons. It's not the real autographs here, but this is like a what is it? Collectible, contains an actual piece of the Philadelphia 76ers team used basketball from the 2017-2018 NBA season. My wife got this for me, y'all. And I couldn't say no. You know what I mean? I gotta be great. I gotta accept the gift. You know what I mean? I can't act like I'm miserable about it. See, I was cool with the Joel Embiid, but y'all know how I feel about Ben Simmons, and y'all know how I feel about Tobias Harris. But I accept it because it's my wife that we talking about. We ain't just talking about anybody. We talking about my wife here. So she got this for me. I bought this myself, and I'm just disappointed because it's like, hold on, y'all. I'm disappointed because it's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? And I'm not going to get to the rest of the wall. Y'all know I'm a Viking fan. So, but listen, y'all, I'm devastated. Hey, bro, I didn't know y'all. I didn't notice that. That's funny. That's some funny stuff. He said, "Oh, Ingram, what's up, bro?" He said, "Y'all need to trade Joel. I know you can't still believe in him." Hey, listen, bro. It's not even that, bro. It's not even that. You know how I feel about Joel. Listen, ain't no trading a contract like that, bro. He got 3-year contract extension, bro. Nobody's traded. Bro, listen, bro. His contract ain't over on commitment through 2018-29 season. The 2028-29 season with a player option in the final year. Who's going to trade for that contract, bro? Ain't nobody trading for that contract. Nobody. You know what I mean? It's easier said than done. Like, of course, I would trade Paul George and Joel Embiid to the Lakers. I'll go get me Luka and go get me LeBron James. Let's just make it straight up. Y'all can have Joel Embiid and y'all can have Paul George. Give us Luka, give us LeBron, and give us Austin Reeves too. Just because. We'll give you a first round pick. We'll give you VJ Edgecombe, and we'll give you a couple of first round picks. You could just take them off our hands. Give us Luca. So we'll have Luca, Tyrese Maxey, LeBron James. We'll have a Dembona, Andre Drummond. Oh, and give us Deontay Ayton, right? His name DeAndre. Is it DeAndre Ayton? Yeah, give us him too. We'll take him as a center too. So yeah, we could do that. I think that would be a good move for us and for the Lakers. The Lakers will be much improved. They'll have a all-time great center. He might not get on the court for y'all, but you'll have an all-time great center. You'll have a good two-way player, a wing player like PG. You know, Paul George loves LA. You know imagine him being in LA. Y'all will love him. He will be a great player for y'all. I think we should make it happen. Look at Tobias in Detroit. This is unbelievable. And please stay away from Meek Mill right now. The streets are PG and Joel are for you don't drive and just look. And yeah. Mike, I truly want bring up the Danny Ainge play the whole Philadelphia organization by making them pick who's picking them. Yeah, man, we messed up so bad. You know, we was trying to get a point guard, and Markelle Fultz was like, he was that guy, man. Markelle Fultz in college was that guy. You know what I mean? He was that guy. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I don't know what happened to him when he lost his shot. I don't know what happened to the Sixers, man. This organization is just terrible right now. George is washed. I agree. He's not the same. The Philadelphia 76ers could have had Jason Tatum. Yes. And Jaylen Brown. Don't forget about Jaylen Brown. And Kyle, PG, a couple of other washed up players on the team is ridiculous. I blame it on you, Ty. You're the one that paid them. Never reject a gift from your. Yeah, I can never. I couldn't do that. Yeah, I couldn't. People need to stop trade Embiid and PG. They have zero trade value. No team wants 250 million who gonna play 30 games a year. Who said they're gonna play 30 games a year? They're gonna play 3 games a year. Like, listen. I don't even know about the 30 games. You being nice with that. And B is traffic code on defense. Yeah. Excuse your wife, God bless her. She didn't listen. I couldn't say anything. I said, thank you, babe. I was like, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the Ben Simmons and the Tobias Harris and yeah. The only thing was the Joel Embiid. You know what I mean? That was the only one. Mike, there's not a lot of ways that yeah, exactly. I agree with that. I'm out. Good, great. All right, bro. Samuel. All right, Samuel. Have a good weekend. Shout out to my oh, thank you, bro. Yeah, already. Yeah, Embiid is gonna make 350 million for work 30% of the time by the time his career. Yo, listen. Embiid, imagine not going to work because you have a sore leg. And I know this is different levels. He's a professional athlete. I get it. But my goodness, they said knee soreness, y'all. They said knee soreness. Or no, they said knee management. Knee management. Like, come on, bro. What up, Philly Sixers? Is this? Hey, smooth hit Will. Smooth Will. Listen, respectfully speaking, when we go against your Knicks this season, we're going to beat the brakes off of you. And I say that respectfully. I don't like the Knicks. I respect the Knicks. I don't like the Knicks. Bring it on, brother. Bring it on. Because we have Joel Embiid, Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain when they're healthy. And if they're healthy, we will be victorious. He said, will Washington beat us tonight? Yeah, no, I think we'll beat Washington. Washington is terrible. They're not as bad as us. I mean, they're worse than us, I mean. Oh, what about Vikings? Them Vikings, though. Oh, yes, go to the bowl all the way, brother. You know. Hey, listen, you know. You already know. Don't disrespect TY. Don't disrespect. If you get an opportunity to get the money, you want it, and they offered you 100. Hold on. Hey, listen, I gotta get this guy out. This is a straight up weirdo. Hey, listen, I'm so glad I don't read everything out loud, man. There's some weirdos, man. I mean, fruity pelt. No, listen, bro. Let me say this. Weirdo, straight up weirdo. What about those horrible Vikings? Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Vikings right now, bro. I'm about to talk about the Vikings in a little bit, but I can't talk about them right now. I gotta stay focused with the Sixers right now. I say that respectfully. If you want to talk about the Vikings, holler at my other YouTube channel, Mike Sports Vibes. That's my other YouTube channel. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post it in the link if you are in the Vikings or football talk. Definitely go to my other channel. I'm gonna put it in the link. Hold on, let me see if it's let me see. But shout out to everybody, but make sure you hit that like button though. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and even if you're not a Sixer fan, if you feel in the vibes, consider subscribing. It's one YouTube family. Everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel. Let me put this in the chat for everybody. If you're interested, check it out. If you're not, you know what I mean, it's cool. It's cool, you know what I mean? Put it right here for you. But do not forget to hit the subscribe button to this channel as well, because I'm really trying to grow this channel right now. If you haven't subscribed, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on this channel. All right, so shout out to Ron's Opinion Don't Matter. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you go to the other channel as well if you're interested. But yeah, man. So yeah, getting back to the Sixers, this is the worst ran organization of all time in sports history. And the unfortunate truth is there's not like the Sixers right now are in a situation where there's nothing they can do to improve, because you can't trade Joel Embiid because of his contract. You can't trade Paul George because of his well, you might be able to trade Paul George. I don't know, but their contracts are so bad. If you was a GM, you're not going to want that contract, bro. For the production that you're not getting anything from on the court. It'd be different if Joel Embiid was playing games and Paul George were playing games and they were productive and they looked healthy. These dudes don't look healthy right now. And I'm just being honest. He said Doge Dogeline Howard, he said Celtic Nation. Shout out to the Celtics, man. When we see the Celtics, we're gonna beat y'all too, man. Respectfully speaking. We're gonna definitely beat y'all when we see y'all. He said Phoenix Suns are in the same category with the Philadelphia 76ers organization, one named Bradley Beal. You know what's crazy though? The Suns are doing decent this year though. The Suns are, let me look up the record right now. I know the Suns is definitely up there right now though. I don't know. All right, so Western Conference. So you got the Western Conference, the Thunder number one. The Thunder only lost one game this whole entire season. This is freaking crazy. They're 20-1. It's freaking crazy. Lakers are 15-5. Rockets are 13-5. The Nuggets are 14-6. Spurs are 13-6. Timberwolves are 12-8. And the Suns are 13-9. Warriors, after that, is 11-10. So the Suns are 13-9. They're the 7th seed in the Western Conference right now. Let me look at the Timberwolves, man, because I slept on the Timberwolves. They're the 6th seed right now. And the Timberwolves are playing actually pretty good, man. I got to admit that they're playing pretty good early on. They just beat the Spurs, by the way, and they beat the Celtics. So they lost to the Thunder. They did lose to the Kings in overtime. And then they beat the Celtics. They beat the Spurs. Let me see what they. Hold on. Is Victor Wembanyama even playing still? Is he hurt? I hope he's not hurt. So Victor wasn't playing, but Jaden McDaniels is Julius Randle balling. 22 points, 12 assists, had 6 rebounds in that game against the Spurs. You know how I feel about Rudy, man. Rudy is the weakness of the Timberwolves. They're not winning with Rudy. I'm just gonna say that right now. I don't care. That's just my opinion. They not winning with Rudy. Rudy's a liability. Yeah, you don't gotta block him, Ty. Yeah, you'd have to block that bull, or I just have to tell him not to swear. But that was I understand what he's saying. Wolves messed up when they traded Rudy, then got rid of Cat. Yeah, you ain't lying. They should have listen. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. When they got rid of Cat and traded for Rudy, traded for Rudy, right? That came first, and then got rid of Cat to the Knicks. That was a bad mistake. So I agree with that comment. I agree with that comment actually. Just keep it PG in the comments, bro. Keep it PG. They didn't even have Derek White, Cleveland Cavaliers. My Celtics ain't no joke. Don't sleep. Man, I ain't worried about none of that. Hey, Tom, I ain't worried about none of that you talking about, bro. We gonna beat the brakes off your Celtics, man. I say that respectfully. SJ isn't even better than Joker, Luca, or Giannis. Uh, Everybody got their own opinion. I'm not gonna really comment on that though. Wambi got a calf issue, I think. Dang, bro. See, that's the only issue with Victor, man. Victor's the only one that is just like he's so gifted, but I just don't want him to be injury prone, bro. I just don't want that man because he's so gifted. He could be an all-time great if he stays healthy. Um, yeah, Derek White, yeah. He said that's crazy talk. What's crazy talk? What's crazy talk? That's the mic I know respectfully. Yeah, man, we're gonna beat the brakes off of the Celtics. I ain't worried about none of that you talking about, bro. Hey, listen, if you think that's crazy talk, bro, hey, listen, you on the right channel. Cause we gonna win a championship. No, we not. I don't think we win it. I don't know, man. If we can't get healthy, bro, we don't got no chance. I'm gonna keep it real. But if we I hate saying but if we get healthy, we have a chance. But I don't see us winning without a healthy Joel Embiid. And I say that respectfully. You know what I mean? I say that because it's so true, man. Tyrese Maxey can't do it by himself. And that's just the bottom line to it. He's just not gonna be able to do it. There's too many. The Eastern Conference is too strong for just one player to win. And if Paul George is not averaging 20 something points and Joel Embiid ain't playing, they don't got a chance because I tell you, well, let me look at the Eastern Conference standings real quick. Because I know the East, I know Detroit, I think, is number one, right? Detroit is still number one. Everybody that's in the building, please hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. We are going live for multiple Sixer games this season. Even if you're not a Sixer fan, consider subscribing. We do a lot of play-by-play, live play-by-play commentary and all. We will be covering a little bit of hockey with the Flyers on Philly, everything besides football. We're going to be covering some Sixers, primarily the Sixers, a little bit of Flyers, a little bit of boxing. I think who's about to fight right now in boxing? Shakir Stevenson and some bull. I forgot the bull's name. They about to fight. I might go live for that fight. What else we gonna be covering? In Phillies baseball. So if you're into all that, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's definitely going down. But all right, so the Eastern Conference, the Pistons are number one. They're 17-4. The Knicks are number two. They're 13-6. The Heat are number three. Where I been, man? Why I feel like the Heat should be number three, bro? What's going on, bro? How is the Heat number three? How is the Heat, bro? Let me look what's going on, bro. This is crazy work. What in the world? I know they got great coaching. I know they got Bam, Tyler Hero. Who else they got? Oh, Norman Powell. I forgot about Norman Powell. Going to the dang on Heat. That was a mistake by the Clippers. The Clippers should have kept Norman Powell, bro. That's just my opinion. That man's a baller. 30 points, bro. Listen, against the Clippers last game, they got Andrew Wiggins, 22 points. Bam, 27 points. Davion Mitchell, 16 points. What the freak is going on? Tyler Hero had a game as well. 20. Whoa. I forgot about Norman Powell going to the Heat, bro. And what's the bull? What's the name? Jack Quaz Jr. He nice too. They got a squad with a good coach. And never mind, I'm tripping, bro. I'm tripping right now, bro. Detroit or Chicago? Is Detroit or Chicago? No, Detroit number one right now, bro. Pistons going all the way. Shout out to Detroit 3-1-3 for life. Okay. 3-1-3. Okay. Pistons versus Nuggets finals, calling it now. That could be a finals though. I ain't gonna lie. That could happen, but I don't think it's happening. I say that respectfully. It's gonna be the Sixers and whoever. It's gonna be the Sixers and whoever. I'm capping. I'm capping, y'all. I'm capping right now. Well, yeah, it's the GOAT coach that why they yeah, you're right. GK, you right, bro. He said at the rate at this rate, I really hope it doesn't happen. But I just think boxing Jake Paul after he gets knocked out, he could face LeBron. Hey, listen, I don't think LeBron would ever even get in the boxing ring. I don't think he would because you don't want it to damage his brand. To be honest, with you. He's a billionaire, right? Is LeBron? And I ain't trying to count his money, y'all. Is he the first player in NBA history to become a billionaire as a player? I know Michael Jordan's a billionaire now. I'm talking about when Michael was a player, was he a billionaire? Because I don't think he was. But LeBron, I think he's. Let me look it up, man. I ain't trying to do it. I just want to I'm just nosy right now because I love with LeBron and I love players like Shaq and what they did because it's about investing your money, letting your money work for you. And I love what Shaq did in Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson invested in. He owned movie theaters. He owns multiple businesses, and he owns. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't he a part owner of the L.A. Dodgers? Correct me in the comments. Isn't Magic Johnson part owner of the L.A. Dodgers? I think he is, y'all. Hold on. Let me look up LeBron. He might be a billionaire. I think LeBron James is a billionaire, y'all, as a player. That's crazy. Crazy. Guy's a billionaire, bro. As a player, he's a billionaire, bro. Like, that's crazy. Dude, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Dang. He R3 because I agree is your future. Yeah, Hall of Fame coach. You're right, George. You ain't lying. Yeah. Stevenson versus Teal. Yes, right. I'm gonna probably go live for that fight, by the way. On a serious note, though, the ending of last night with those 2-3 games and how they ended was wild. Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. I'm from Portland. I wish we were better. Yeah, hey, listen, man, you where we at? I'm a Sixer fan, and we got all these talent, and none of them can play because they're all hurt. So yeah, I love Kay Cunningham is a beast. Tobias is laughing at you, Mike. I don't care. Let him laugh. He said, I love Cade game. Yeah, Cade Cunningham is a monster in a good way. Only championships the Sixers are winning is the lot. That's funny. Most MJ made was one season was 30 million. Oh, wow, that's it? Dang. Yes, LeBron James is the first billionaire NBA player to play in the league. Wow. Yes, that's crazy. And look, I'm not trying to get into all his investments, but I gotta look at some of this. Listen. I hope every basketball player takes a entrepreneur class before they make all this money. I think it should be a mandatory. You gotta take an entrepreneur class before we give you all this millions because I don't understand how anybody can go broke after making so much money. I just don't understand it. You gotta invest in stuff. You gotta invest. If you ain't investing, you already a millionaire. Like a person like me, that's different. But you're a millionaire. You shouldn't. Hey, listen. You should be good, especially when these superstars are getting $100 million contracts and all that, bro. Come on, bro. All right, so earnings break down his wealth derived from combination of substantial NBA salary, endorsements, investments, business ventures. All right, his business and interests include 10% stake of Blaze Pizza, partial ownership of Boston Red Sox. LeBron James owns a part of the Red Sox. I ain't know that. An investment account in Liverpool FC and real estate holdings. That's crazy. Endorsement brands like Nike, PepsiCo, and GMC. So he be promoting GMC? Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's why I be trying to tell people, like, listen, baseball players, I think, make the most money when it comes to, like, salary, probably. But endorsements and stuff like that, I think the NBA got that, bro. Like, the sneaker deals is crazy. I don't know, man. And then what's another sport? Football players, they get their money, but it's not like NBA money, I don't think. If you're a superstar in the NBA, I think you're making more money than probably the biggest superstar in NFL. You probably making more money than them. Um, because the deals ain't the same. Like it's not guaranteed money. Like NBA is guaranteed. Magic is very small minority owner, but the face of the ownership group. That's crazy. I didn't listen. I was somebody said something about him being part ownership of the Dodgers, and I was like, for real? But yeah, okay. What up? What up? What up, Tyrone? What's good? That's Nike because some of these football players and basketball players be going broke. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Eshe would be the return MVP this season, probably. Oh, I forgot to tell you, LeBron is cool with someone in the Red Sox organization. Yeah, okay. He got it. Listen, I did not know he was part ownership of the Red Sox. That's crazy. I did not know that, bro. So he's a player, and he owns a partial ownership of the Boston Red Sox, 10% stake in Blaze Pizza. I gotta look up Blaze Pizza. Is their pizza good? When LeBron James finished playing basketball, he's going to be like Magic. He's going to be invested in so many things and giving his people a lot of opportunities. I like that. 20%. Magic Johnson is a part owner in the Commanders. He's a part owner of the Commanders too. LA Sparks, Washington Spirit, MLS team. First of all, does everybody even know what their MLS team is? Major League Soccer team, like Philly is the Philadelphia Union. I don't even think everybody knows who their team is. They need to start promoting soccer more on ESPN. I know it's not an American sport like that, but come on, man. Soccer is a very good sport. Then LA MLS team and a limited minority of the Dodgers. That's crazy, bro. That man get into that bag. Hey, Magic is, but can y'all look up Shaq? Look up Shaq, y'all. Look up Shaq. Shaq, I know for a fact he got part ownership of Papa John's because I see Papa John's commercials all the time. I know for a fact he might got some endorsement or ownership of Buick because I seen him in Buick. He was coming up with the Buick commercials. I think Shaq was like, I'm like, how can this man even fit in a Buick? That man got to get a customized truck. I don't know how tall Shaq is, but yeah. But yeah, Shaq's a great businessman. Great businessman. Stadium in Chester. Okay. In Chester. Yes. The Union's in Chester. Right. James, you right, bro. In Chester, Pennsylvania. Yup. Yeah, you right. Everybody in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for mini Sixer games with the scoreboard and everything. You're going to get my commentary, live play-by-play reaction. We're also going to be covering some hockey, the Flyers, but primarily we're going to cover the Sixers, but we will be covering like NBA breaking news like that Luka trade. We're going to also cover the NBA playoffs. Even if the Sixers ain't in the playoffs, I'm going to cover a team from the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. I just got to pick a team. What teams I want to pick. I already know I'm going to end up probably picking the Nuggets in the West or the Thunder in the West because I'm a big Nuggets. I love Jokic, even though I'm a Joel Embiid guy. I love Jokic. I love the move that they got Cam Johnson, and I think I have a lot of respect for Jamal Murray. I think that team is like they built to win. The Rockets look good too, though. Man. There's a lot of teams in the West. In the East, if it's not the Sixers, I'm probably going to cover the Knicks. I'm going to cover the Knicks for the East. If the Sixers ain't in the playoffs, I'm gonna cover the Knicks. The West, I'm still kind of iffy. But yeah, we're gonna cover some boxing as well. Shakur Stevenson versus what's his name? Tio. I forgot how to say. I don't know his last name, but it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be a good fight. Shakur Stevenson is one of the best young boxers in the game. I don't think he get the respect he deserves, in my opinion. Also, Devin Haney starting to come back into his own. I'm a big Devin Haney guy. I thought Hollywood got to him where he wanted to be more Hollywood than being an all-time great boxer because I looked at his like how he came up. I know Floyd Mayweather Jr. was training him and then he got away from Floyd. I think he went back to Floyd now, but Devin Haney, I just was like, oh man, he's probably trying to be too Hollywood now, but Devin Haney's a very good boxer as well. I think Shakir and Devin Haney will be a very good fight. I don't know when that fight's gonna happen. We're gonna see, but I would love to see that. I would love to see that, and I would love to see Tank. I would love to see Tank go against Devin or Shakir Stevenson. Those are the three, and I want to see Devin Haney get the rematch against Ryan Garcia because you know what happened with the Ryan Garcia fight. He got beat down, but you know what happened in that fight. They saying he was on something, so and I'm not saying he was. I'm not saying nah. I'm just saying they said he was on something. So if it's true, then that's cheating, and there needs to be they need to run it back. I want them. I want them to run it back. I want them to run it back. I want to see Devin fight Garcia. Run that back. Run that back eventually. But shout out to everybody in the building. I'm gonna catch up in the comments. SGA will be a return MVP this season. I could see that. I could see that. I forgot to tell you. It's cool. With some read that. I'm coming back to the comments. My bad. Stadium Manchester. Yup, Shaq is out of this world. Facts. I hope LeBron doesn't get caught up with the. Oh no. We ain't even gonna talk about that bull. Hey, listen, we ain't gonna talk about that bull. Shaquille O'Neal brought the rights to. Oh wow, that's crazy. Five Guys, J.C. Penney's are owned by Diesel. What? See, this is the type of moves that you gotta make, bro. Like, if you get that type of money, you gotta invest, bro, because your NBA career is not for life. You're not gonna play basketball until you're no longer on this. You're no longer alive. Like, you got a good on average. I don't know what the average NBA career is. If you ain't an all-time great, you're not gonna play more than 10 years. If you're not an all-time great, it's hard. It's the NBA is hard, bro. Injuries happen, and you don't. There's not many LeBron James. There's not many Larry Birds or Michael Jordan or Kareem's or there's not many players that can play so many seasons like Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain and the list goes on. You know, there's not many of those type of players. So you got to make sure you invest when you make this type of money. I wish I could be listen. I wish I could speak to some of these athletes because it sucks to hear athletes not being able to manage their money when they make so much money in first, especially if they're a high pick. Bro, what is you doing? Don't do the Lakers, please. Yeah. Can we ask? Hit the like button. Yeah, never think that one person controlling the business, young people in the chat is having good people around you. That's true. Having good people around you, not having yes men around you. Not having yes men around you. Because you know what it is. All right, so say for instance, right? People be thinking that they have a lot of friends when they like I can only imagine, right? Say you growing up, say you was I'm gonna just use LeBron for example, right? LeBron was probably getting um when he was in high school, they was having his stuff on ESPN, bro, his games, right? He was a star since he was a young man. Like I'm talking about high school days, right? And hold on. He was a star since high school days. So you got to understand, like, you're going to have a lot of people around you that is not going to, they're not going to be real. They're not going to be loyal to you. They're just around you because who you are and what you could possibly do for them. So you gotta like. I love that comment, Ty, because people be thinking people like them, but they really don't be liking you on a down low. So you ever heard of a frenemy? There's a such thing as an there's a such thing called frenemy, and frenemies are worse than a regular enemy because you think that they're your friend and you think that they rock with you, but secretly they can't stand you and they're just using you until they get where they want to get to. And as soon as you start giving them whatever they want, they're gonna show you their true colors. So imagine being LeBron. I can't imagine how many fake people was around him his whole entire life. But the problem, the great thing about it is he had a great circle around him. I don't really know his history. I don't know LeBron's history. I know I know he's really close to his mom. I know he's really close to people close to. I'm not really sure about his father. I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure though. He's probably close to his father. I don't really know his history, but I'm pretty sure that there was some people around him. It could be an uncle or older cousin that was like, yo, such and such ain't that dude. Such and such ain't that dude. Be around this person. This person is fake. This person is not real. Just imagine you being that star when you was a young bull. He was a young man. He was a star for his whole life, pretty much. When he started playing basketball, he's probably a star, bro. There's probably scouting this young man, LeBron, probably when he was like 10 years old. I don't know how old, I don't know how tall LeBron was when he was 10, but I'm pretty sure they were scouting him like, yo, who is this dude, this 10-year-old? Who is this guy? Listen, you got to be careful who you hang out with because the people you hang out with could be your biggest enemies. And that's what I be trying to tell people, man. You got to look out. You got to look out. All right, so I found an owner of Big Chicken, franchise owner of Krispy Kreme. Yo, Krispy Kreme donuts. Auntie Ann, Alkaline Water. Elvis Presley Company, Sports Illustrated, Reebok, and Sack Kings. You know what's crazy? Hold on real quick. You know what's crazy? Shacks. I had Shacks when I was probably in middle school or elementary. I had a Shacks. They was white and black. It was white and black Shacks, man. I never forgot. I said, I got me some Shacks. I got me some Shacks. I was hyped, bro. I was hyped. I was so hyped. New Girl. Oh, thank you, bro, for supporting my channel, bro. Thank you so much for all the people that's on the live stream with me. Eagles are going through it right now. Yes, you want to know something? I'm Philly everything besides football. I have another YouTube channel that's Mike Sports Vibes. And if you're wondering who my football team is, it's not the Cowboys. Don't worry, it's not the Cowboys. But I am a Minnesota Viking fan. And if you're wondering why I'm a Minnesota Viking fan, that's the Adrian Peterson jersey, signed autograph jersey behind me. If you're wondering why I'm a Viking fan from PA, it's because of the guy, Randy Moss, number 84. In my opinion, he's the greatest wide receiver of all time, and that's why I became a Viking fan. So, but on this channel, we cover nothing but Phillies, and we just talk like we be talking right now, and we go live for a lot of Sixer games. And on my other channel, I go live for every single Viking game with the scoreboard and everything, and we have a lot of fun over there on that channel as well. So if you're interested in football, my football channel, here's my football channel. Here's my football channel right here. But do not forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe on this channel. And if you know anybody that's a Sixer fan or a Flyers fan or a Phillies fan, tell them to go check out Mike Sports Vibes Balling if they like good vibes and good energy. We try to keep good vibes and good energy over here. Keep it PG in the comments. When these guys, okay. I had the black and red ones. Yo, I had the black and white. All right, so the whole sneaker was white. The tongue was like shiny black. Yo, I gotta get a picture of them. You know what sneaker I really want to get though? That's a throwback sneaker. There's two sneakers, right? The Allen Iversons, the white and black AIs with the zipper. I want those, and I also want the Vince Carters. I don't know what they call them, but they was white and red. It was like velvet red on the side, bro. Them things were so fly, bro. Those are one of my favorite sneakers of all time, bro. I don't even know what they called, bro. What they called them back. I just know there was Vince Carters. This is when Vince Carter was that guy, bro. We talking about Vince Carter. We talk about the great Vince Carter in his prime, bro. People forget about Vince Carter. Them injuries, bro. Them injuries. But Vince Carter was a dog. Straight up dog. Better than Jerry Rice. Nah, hey, listen, bro. I'm a Randy Moss guy, though. We gonna have to agree to disagree, my guy. He said, yes, sir. Keep a peaceful and respect. Yeah, keep it peaceful. I'll sub if you don't have to sub though. I primarily cover basketball. I will be covering Phillies here and there. Philly season is over. MLS, I'm not going to be covering MLS. So I will be covering some baseball, the Phillies, the Sixers. I'm going to be covering the Flyers on this channel as well. I'm going to be covering some boxing. If you're into boxing, but I'm primarily going to cover the NBA, but I will be switching it up. You're going to see me randomly go live for hockey. Even though I don't know everything about hockey, I'm going to be jacking up a lot of stuff. Just bear with me with the hockey. But I really want to get into hockey because I feel like hockey is an underrated sport. And I don't see many people covering the Flyers like that. I'm pretty sure there is people that cover the Flyers, but in my circle, everybody covers the Sixers. Like the big content creators that I'm cool with, they cover the Sixers, the Phillies, and the Eagles. They don't cover the Flyers. So I'm gonna cover the Flyers a little bit. I was gonna go live yesterday, but I got home too late because I went to the grocery store to get the last couple of things for the family because I knew it was gonna snow today. It's not really snow; it's more of like an ice storm out here. But yeah, yeah, the red and black. Red and black AIs. What is going on with Lamar Jackson? Yeah, Lamar Jackson struggling, but he'll be back though. Patrick Mahomes, he'll be back. Dumb Vince Carter Nike shocks. Okay, dumb Vince Carter Nike shocks. I'm gonna have to get a pair of those. I wonder if I can even get them. That was so many years ago. Those are all Penny Hardaway's were the best shoes in the early 90s. Oh, okay. Oh, Penny Hardaway was another great. The injuries, bro. Penny Hardaway. People forget how great Penny Hardaway was. Y'all, listen. I was looking at some of the highlights when it was Penny Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal. Bruh. And Penny Hardaway, he knew who the guy was, though. Penny Hardaway was that bull, but he knew who the guy was, and that was Shaq. Yeah, people don't understand how good Shaq is, man. Like when they think of Shaq, they only think about the Lakers. That's all they think about because that's when he won his championships with the Lakers. But bro, he was on a couple other teams, bro. He was amazing. But Shaq and Marbury made their shoes affordable. Yes, and that's why I got my Shaqs. That's why I was able to afford the Shaqs. Yeah. That's why I respect this Shaq, man, because he was thinking about the average person that can't afford somebody that was probably from the hood that couldn't afford those Converses. You know, Converse used to be the thing, or some other expensive sneakers, or Jordans, or whatever. And I respect that. And there was a story, and y'all can look it up for yourself. I think Shaq had a story on I believe it's on YouTube. Look up the story Shaq, and a fan approached Shaq about how expensive his sneakers was. And Shaq heard that lady out, and he made his shoes more affordable for anybody. So I got a lot of respect for Shaq, man. Shaq is a real one for that. So I got respect for him. I don't know nothing about his personal life. I don't get into celebrities' personal life, but that's one story I did hear about Shaq. And I know he's a great businessman. And I think one of his sons is in college. I'm not sure how good he is. By the way, Carmelo Anthony's son looks pretty good, though. Carmelo Anthony's son looks pretty good. We'll see if he's good in the NBA, though. Nike Shox BBX, those are what you're talking about. Okay, so Nike Shox BBX. Okay, I got you. But Shaq and the Boston Red Sox have the first player that can will hit 500 plus foot home runs. He hit a 498 foot home run in a triple A team. Whoa, his name is Roman Anthony. Wow. Yeah, the Boston Red Sox, man. I remember there was the rivalry back in the day when it was the Yankees and the Red Sox. When what's the two big hitters, man? Ramirez and Manny Ramirez and Ortiz, right? Ortiz and Manny Ramirez. I remember that rivalry like it was yesterday, bro. Derek Jeter and what's the other bull? They was always going at it, man. The Yankees and Red Sox rivalry back in the day. I don't know how it is right now. I don't think it's still probably a rivalry, but it's not like it was back in the day. That was a good rivalry back in the day. Your favorite player? Love Penny. Oh yeah, Penny. I love Penny. 76ers tell. Hey, no. It's a flag. It's a flag, brother. Hey, it's a flag, brother, man. Hey, it's a flag. Go Sixers. Go Sixers. Go. Hey, listen, even though my Sixers suck, and the title of the video, Sixers superstar Joel Embiid won't play tonight against the Wizards. We will beat the Wizards tonight. I might be live tonight, play-by-play. I'm not 100% sure. I might. Sixers made a big mistake because I think they gave, matter of fact, they gave Joel Embiid a contract extension, which was terrible because he can't play. He's always hurt. And I'm just being honest as a Sixer fan. And also, Paul George was another mistake. And I'm not being a hater. I'm being real. Like, listen, I'm tired of the Sixers always having to be the franchise where it's like you get these players that always hurt, and you just sign them to these major contracts, and it's like, dang, bro, what are you doing? Got that chip with the Heat too. Yeah. The Heat look good. Yeah. With the Heat, yes. With D Wade, with D Wade. Yeah, you right. You right. You right. I just wish we would have worked on this game. Him and Kobe would have. Oh man. R.I.P. to the great Kobe Bryant. Him and Shaq would have had. They would have had definitely 10, possibly, man. If they stayed healthy, there was nobody stopping them. All you gotta do is build around them too. You good. You got the wing. You got the center. You just got to figure out the point guard, who the point guard is going to be for that time frame of 20 plus years of them playing together. They would have had 10 championships. If Kobe and Shaq played 10 seasons, listen, no, 20 seasons together, or 15 seasons together, they would have probably won 10. Real talk. Especially when Kobe really became, even when Kobe was number 24, when he was wearing number 24, he was amazing. He was simply amazing. He won 2 championships being, how many championships did he win when he wore number 8? And then how many championships did he win when he wore number 24? I really have to do my research on that because I know, I think it was the injuries or whatever he had. He changed his game a little bit because when he was 8, he was dunking on everybody. He was just doing everybody dirty with the dunks and all that. Kobe Bryant when he was 8, and then he went to the more 24 was when he was just a magician with the ball, with his footwork, fadeaway jump shots. He was just amazing. He was just one of the most amazing players I have ever seen, to be honest with you. There's not another Kobe. It's never going to be another Kobe. That's it's crazy work, man. Life is short, man. That's why I say, be thankful for every day you have. Be thankful for every day you have. What about the Kevin Garnett Nikes? Can you know what? I didn't have no Kevin Garnetts. I did have some Charles Barkley's. I never had Kevin Garnett's. I'm not going to sit here and cap. I never had Garnett's. Yeah. Shaq, that's what I'm saying. If they could have worked out something, him and Kobe, bro, they would have been amazing. Shaq in the 90s, Rookie of the Year 92, gold medal, 1996 finals, 95 5-time All-Star in 90s. Yeah, bro, amazing. Thank you for that, Theo, NBA fan. Everybody in the building, hit the like button. We are going live for multiple Sixer games with the scoreboard and everything, with my commentary, play-by-play style, good energy, good vibes, and for the Sixers. And we will be doing NBA big-time breaking news like that Luka trade and NBA playoffs. Even if my Sixers are not in the playoffs, I will be covering a team from the West and a team from the East, and I will be covering the finals as well. Also, I will be covering some Flyers, some Phillies, and some boxing. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to this channel. My other channel is Mike Sports Vibes. That's my football channel. If you're interested in that, it's Philly everything over here, but over there on my football channel, I'm a Viking fan because of the great Randy Moss, the greatest wide receiver in the game. And I say that purposely so y'all can say stuff, because I know y'all gonna be like, no, he's not the greatest wide receiver, Mike. Why you keep on saying that? He's not the greatest wide receiver. It's Jerry Rice. It's Larry Fitzgerald. It's Terrell Owens. It's this guy and that guy. And I'm going to say this to you every time. We're going to have to agree to disagree. You feel me? You know what I mean? I became a Viking fan from Pennsylvania because of the great Randy Moss, number 84. It is what it is. Shout out to everybody in the building. Do you feel he said, do you feel the 76ers need to play younger guys, McCain, Hunter Silence, injured? You know what? The problem, Theo, I'm an NBA fan. Nick Nurse is a different type of coach. He doesn't really like playing young players. And I'm just being honest with you. And the thing about my opinion, I would love to see these young players like Janai Broom just to see him play a little bit more minutes. I love a Dembona and I love his energy. I love Jarrett McCain, his handle, his vision on the court. He has a great jump shot. He's a very good 3-point shooter. I love Jarrett McCain. The only thing though, bro, is this. We have Paul George and we have Joel Embiid. And when they are healthy, they're going to play and they're going to take up a lot of minutes, which they probably should because they are the highest paid. But there's no way around it. We have to really embrace the suck when it comes to playing two stars that don't never play and they take minutes from everybody else sometimes and take shots from everybody else. But that's what it is, man. If Joel Embiid was 100% healthy, we wouldn't even have these conversations. If Paul George was 100% healthy, we wouldn't have these conversations. But they're never healthy. And I say that respectfully as a Sixer fan. But I agree. I think I would love to play a lot of young players most of the time. But in the issue is the coaching. He's just not going to do it. There's what game was it? It was a game where it was Joel Embiid was out, Adem Bona was out, Andre Drummond was out, and for some reason, Nick Nurse didn't want to play Janai Broom for some strange reason. Like, you got to see what you have. And I'm not saying Janai Broom is going to be a superstar or even just he might just be an average NBA player. I don't even know. Maybe below average, but at least try to see what you have. You don't know what you have until you play them. You got to play your young, talented players. You got to see what you have. I do love Barlow. That's a young player that I really like watching play. Surprising. I love his energy. It might not show up in the box score, but the one thing that I love is yeah. Hey, 61.99, man. Let's not be immature in the comments. I'm not going to block you yet, but if you keep up with the corny comments, you're getting blocked, brother. I say that respectfully, man. We trying to have good energy and good vibes over here. Young players get into the flow 10 or 15 and then going back into the bench for Jojo. Exactly. You're right, George. It's not about younger guys. The team is poorly constructed. You will do nothing with a 6'2 guard as your best player. I said it, Maxi fans. Hey, listen, Mr. James, I said it earlier in this live stream. As much as I love Maxi, right? I said you can score 40 points. You can score 50 points. You can play 50 minutes a game. I already said it, James. I said it multiple times. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. This, like you said, this team is poorly constructed. It's poorly built. You don't have a Joel Embiid that plays every game. You don't have a Paul George that plays every game. And if and even when they play, it looks sloppy. It looks like they're not even the same players. This is just a bad, like you said, constructed team. And I hate to say it. I know we're going to beat the Wizards tonight, but that ain't saying much, right? That ain't saying much. Until Joel Embiid and Paul George can be healthy, this team is done. This team is done. It is what it is. And listen, I'm a big Tyrese Maxey guy, but at the end of the day, he can't do it all. And it is what it is. I said it. It is what it is. We ain't doing nothing if you think Tyrese Maxey is going to get us to the finals just one person, especially when you don't have how much money they getting this year? I'm not trying to count their money, but like that's like 80 plus $1 million not even playing most of the games. Just being honest. Joel Embiid and Paul George, they got the bag and they ran with it. I don't blame them. If someone's going to be stupid enough to pay them, knowing that they're injury prone, so be it. Get the money. But it sucks for us fans as basketball fans, as Sixer fans. It sucks. I'm not saying no to the bread. I know none of us in the comments are going to say no to the bread. We're going to get that money, right? But it sucks as a fan. You're just like, gang, bro. Some bull crap. He said Randy Moss is the GOAT of wide receivers, hands down. Facts, bro. He said sports is a business, guys. Another, yeah. It's not about you. I read that. I read that. All right, so we got that's my watch out for Hunter's if you guys have injuries. Okay. We gonna see. I know you saw that Bengals dub. Oh yeah, Bengals look good, bro. Bengals, Joe Burrow look good. Hey, Nate, shout out to my guy Nate in the building. Shout out to my guy Nate in the building. Hey, break for. Hey, yeah, I gotta make you a mod break forever. I'm gonna make you a mod break forever. I'll make you a mod, man. And Nate, hold on. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. VJ and Maxie for D Brook or Ant-Man. Make the call, Mike. Hey, listen, James. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had to do it, I'm going for Ant-Man. I'm going Ant-Man over D. And I like Devin Booker, bro. James, you know I'm a big Devin Booker guy. In the Olympics, he showed me something that I didn't think he had, bro. I didn't know he could play a little bit of defense, bro. I didn't know he could play a little bit of defense, bro. I didn't know. I'm a big Devin Booker guy, but I gotta go Ant-Man. You know how I think Ant-Man with the I say Ant-Man with the master plan because it seemed like Ant-Man always got the master plan, bro. You said Andre Johnson was better than Calvin Johnson. I will say Andre Johnson was a very good wide receiver, but I just can't put him above Calvin. I just feel like Megatron was on another level. I don't know about that, bro. He said Embiid makes $678,000 per game. Insane. That man getting the bag. Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro. And we stuck with him because he ain't never playing. Ain't nobody gonna want that contract, bro. Because everybody be trying to say trade him. And I'm not coming at nobody. I'm just being honest. I keep hearing trade Joel Embiid. You ain't going to be able to trade that contract. If you was a GM, why would you trade for that contract? And I say that respectfully. Why would you trade for that contract? I know I'm not. Ant-Man over book all day, and I'm a yeah. You know what? But yo, I love Devin Booker, man. He's such a dog, but I just feel like I just think Ant-Man has something more. And I think Ant-Man hasn't reached his top he didn't even reach his he's in his prime, but he's not at his height of his prime. Like I'm talking about the best of his prime. He's not even there yet. He's only getting better. The man got to the Western Conference Finals 2 times already. He like 23 years old. It's crazy. He's only going to get better. So you giving up Maxi and VJ for Ant? I would. Yes, I would. Because Ant-Man's a very, very good defender. I will debate when it comes to scoring. I think Maxi might be a better scorer probably than Ant-Man. I think he's a better scorer. But like overall game, I got Ant. And then VJ, I like VJ, but we talking about Ant. So we talking about Ant. Trade him for what Joel broke down. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. I'm about to get off this live stream. I'm actually going to go live on my other channel. So if you're interested again, there's my other channel. I'm going to be talking about my Vikings on this channel. So shout out to everybody that's in the building. I truly appreciate y'all. I might be live tonight. I might not. I just really need, like, I just need probably another game to just not watch this team. Because the Sixers are just annoying me with all these. Because you know Joel Embiid's not playing tonight against the Wizards, which we should be able to take care of. If we don't beat the Wizards, this will be the worst loss of the season. It really would be. It probably would be, honestly. But shout out to everybody in the building. Oh yeah, Lakers are balling, bro. You ain't lying. Lakers are straight up balling. A new quarterback. Listen, we got JJ McCarthy, bro. We got JJ McCarthy. He said my Lakers balling. Yeah, the Lakers are second in the West. Luka, Austin Reeves, and LeBron James, and DeAndre Ayton is playing really good. That is looking good, man. It's looking good for them. The Lakers are really good. They're a threat in the West. They're a threat. They're a big threat in the West. They can literally come out the West. That's how good the Lakers are. Will they come out the West? I don't know. Uh, love from South Africa. All right, shout out to South Africa. Should have kept Darnold. Ain't nothing we can do about it, bro. Ain't nothing we can do about it, bro. It's a wrap. We got JJ McCarthy. Is it sad as heck watching Brian decline? Yeah, but you know what though? LeBron has such a great career, bro. He's a 41-year-old player, a 40-year-old player, and he's still better than a lot of the NBA players that's playing right now. So I mean, I listen, he gonna eventually decline one of these years, but it's gonna be sad when he does retire. I don't know when he's gonna make an announcement when he's gonna retire, but it was kind of like the same thing with Kobe Bryant. When Kobe Bryant retired, it was like, dang, bro, Kobe gonna retire. Um, yeah, I don't know how it was when Michael retired. I wonder how the NBA was acting when Michael and Larry Bird and Magic but yeah, 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 it's gonna suck. One of the greatest. But the one thing about the NBA is they got a lot of upcoming stars. That's the one thing I love about the NBA right now. If they can all stay healthy, like Luca, excuse me, like Luca, Ant Man, Victor Wembanyama, um, who else? Who else? Who else? There's a few others. Uh, yeah, LeBron's one of the goats. I'm talking about the very first time, though, bro. I'm talking about the first time Michael retired. Like I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about the first time. I'm not counting the Wizard days. I'm not even listen. I'm not even counting the Wizard days all like that. Uh, yeah, LeBron. Yeah, that's going to be yeah, it's going to suck, but yeah. And then now his sons are going to have to take over. His sons. What's his name? What's his youngest son that's in college? Is he in college yet or high school? Is it Bryce James? I don't know. Or I know we know Bronny. We know Bronny's in the NBA with the Lakers. But what about his son? They said his son looks good, looks decent. So never know. But yeah, I'm getting off, y'all. Salute to everybody that's in the building. I will be on my other YouTube channel talking about my Vikings. And just a sneak peek. Guess who's starting? JJ McCarthy. He's back, y'all. But let me read a couple more comments. Yeah, that's true, LeBron. Yes, Michael retired a few times. Yeah, but the league is so soft anymore. Yeah, it's getting so much worse than the fouls. Yeah, everybody foul baits. I just get so word. Yeah, Bryce, Bronny in the league. Yeah, Bryce and Bronny is in the league. Yeah, yeah. They said Bryce got the potential. We'll see. He got the height. Bronny, I don't know how tall Bronny is, but he don't seem tall like Bryce. But we'll see what happens. But shout out to y'all. I'll be on my other live stream. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I am out. God bless to everybody that's in the building. And I appreciate all the support. I'm out.